Welcome back to the channel, Roma Lash TV. So for this video, I'm gonna be reviewing Baddies Gone Wild episode 2. So let's get into the review. So this episode starts off with Bahati, not Bahati, Daisy and Coco Shadell, aka Miss Sloppy. They're fighting because Coco tried to jump in the fight with Bahati and TT, saying that Bahati was trying to bite TT and whatnot. Here's my thing, right? Ain't no rules in fighting. She's wrong for that. Okay, she's wrong for trying to jump in. Ain't no rules in fighting. As long as you don't get other people to jump in a one-on-one fight or you're not using any weapons, ain't no rules in fighting. Okay, if you got a scratch, bite, kick, punch, whatever, you do it. Like, you're in survival mode in the real world. In real life, you do what you got to do to win a fight, you know. So it is what it is. Like I said, as long as you're not using any weapons, as long as you're not getting people to jump in for you, I really don't care. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. I personally wouldn't bite anybody. I don't bite. I've never bit anyone to win a fight, but hey, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. So they get to tussling, and yeah, Daisy, yeah, Daisy gave it to her. She gave it to her. Daisy is a heavy hitter, and Coco hung in there, but Daisy got that. So yeah, so they were talking about, oh yeah, Bahati, you tried to bite what's her name, uh TT. Rella was like, "Oh, you tried to bite her. You tried to bite her. Blah 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 blah." And Bahati's like, "No, I didn't try to bite anybody. No. What are you guys talking about? It and I didn't try to bite anybody." And Rella's like, "Yeah, you were trying to bite her and blah 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 blah." And Bahati's like, "No, that's not me. No, y'all are lying." And come on, we saw it clear as day. Bahati, you was trying to bite that girl leg. No shade. But I mean, like I said, you do what you got to do to win a fight, right? Right. So yeah, TT was like, "Yeah, you try to bite me. You try to bite me." Oh my gosh, TT is ugly. Oh my gosh. She is not an attractive woman. Okay? She looked tough, man. TT girl, you look like you had a hard life. Mm-mm. I see some people calling her fish face on Instagram. I don't know, man. Yeah, sometimes she looked like, a Shark Tale character, but girl, you just look tough. For a woman, you look tough. She almost looked like she got an Adam's apple here. Oh Lord. Anyway, and what is this? This looks like a panty on her head. What is that? What is that? Like, that looks like she has a whole panty on her head. Anyway, so yeah, they're just going back and forth a little bit, and then, um, what's her name? Coco was like, "Oh, yeah. See, yeah, makeup is." Thank God for makeup, child. Thank God for makeup. So yeah, Coco was like telling Daisy, she want to run it again. She want Daisy, like she want to run a fade. So yeah, they square up. Daisy didn't really look like she wanted to fight again, but she ain't gonna turn down a fade. So yeah, so they square up, and then they run another fade. And again, Daisy got that. Daisy got that. So Coco gave her a good fight, but Daisy got that. And yeah, she kind of messed up Coco's eye. Yeah, so I think that was it. After that, I don't think they fought again. um oh yeah, but Rella, Natalie was asking the girls, she was asking, like, who, like, who wants to go, like, anybody has any issues, her favorite line, does anybody have anything they want to get off their chest? And Rella was like, she want to run it with Daisy, not Daisy, Bahati, you know. So yeah, they get to scrapping, And it was not really a good fight, but I mean, I will say that I would give it to Bahati. I would give it to Bahati. Yeah. Rella looked more like she was just trying to scratch Bahati's face. But yeah, it wasn't really a good fight. But I would more give it to Bahati, I guess, if I had to, pick a winner. So what I like is that when the security was trying to separate them, Rella was trying to kick Bahati, and Bahati grabbed her leg. See, I like this. Shout out to Bahati. This is how you fight bitches that like to kick. Okay, these kickers, these girls that like to throw feet instead of hands. This is how you deal with them. You pull their freaking leg. Okay, Rella is happy. She's lucky that the security was there to hold her ass, because she would have fell flat on that floor and Bahati would have got her, just like she got that eye. So yeah, so she pulls off her shoe and she ends up throwing her shoe, as you can see right here. She throws her shoe in freaking bushes. Bahati's like, yeah, bitch, I threw your shoe. I left a souvenir for the neighbors. I wish I threw you instead of the shoe. She's so pretty here. So yeah, so then Natalie tells the girls that what did she say? She said, and oh, I just found this out. Daisy has 4 kids. She actually just gave birth to her 4th child, I think like a couple of months before coming on the show. So shout out to you, Daisy. You got 4 kids, and man, shout out to Daisy. Shout out to Daisy. You got 4 kids, and she's not even that big. I mean, she's a chubby girl, I will say that, but for a chubby girl, she got some shape. She got all this here. She looked good for someone who has 4 kids. I mean, you guys like to compare her to Rolly, and Rolly has 1 kid and she's big as a house. You know, Daisy has 4. She's not even that big for someone who has 4 kids. Okay, okay, Daisy. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. So yeah, so uh Natalie was like, you guys are gonna see the house now, right? You guys are gonna go inside. You're gonna choose your rooms, and yeah, then we're gonna do baddie shot o'clock, whatever. Have our little welcome toast, right? So she tells the girls to go pick their rooms. The girls run inside. Everybody chooses their rooms. Um, Hurricane M, aka the Transformer, because a lot of people think she's a Transformer. I personally don't. I more look at TT as a Transformer, but yeah. I just think Hurricane M just has, sharp features and a deep voice for a girl. She's like a skinny Biggie to me. So yeah, so Hurricane M, aka Emery, she gets a room with Glossip. Okay. I'm surprised Glossip didn't get her own room, because she is like a celebrity guest or a celebrity pick. So I'm surprised she didn't get her own room, or I'm surprised she didn't get anyway, let me just continue with the review, because you know me, I could ramble on. So they end up getting a room together, and then we see, what's her name? Cupcake. She's another one. I believe she's a Transformer. I believe she's a Transformer. Her voice is her voice gives me I was a man transition to a woman. Her voice gives me that. Like she just started taking her hormone pills. Yeah, her voice. So yeah, Cupcake. She got her room with TT. I don't know why the skinniest girl got the biggest bed. I mean, I think they should have switched, to be honest. I think Cupcake should have got this bed and TT should have got this bed, because TT's bed looks bigger and Cupcake is a thicker girl than TT. So TT's skinny ass don't need all this bed. She looked like she's like 50 pounds, but anywho. So yeah, they're both. I think they said they're both from the Midwest or Minnesota. Yeah, they're both from Minnesota. So yeah, that's why they chose to room together. I don't know if they knew each other before coming on the show, but yeah, they got a room together. TT and Cupcake. So then we have Coco, Miss Sloppy, um, Shay, and Oxy Pearl, and Jaden. Okay, so they're all in one room. And Zeus, y'all need to do better because uh, Shay, Oxy, and Jaden, they gotta share a bed. So this room had like three single beds, as you can see here. And Shay and Jaden pushed two of the beds together so that Shay, Oxy, and Jaden can sleep on these two beds. And yeah, even though they pushed the beds together, it's still pretty small for three girls, especially three girls that are kind of thick. So I don't know, like Zeus, like you should have done better because y'all didn't know to make sure to have enough beds for the girls. Like you guys forgot how many girls were coming on the show. Like there's no reason why three girls got to share two single beds. Like this is crazy. It's crazy because it's still not big enough for the three of them. These are thick girls. And then I mean they were nice enough to give Coco her own bed. So I mean I guess, but still, like I don't know. Zeus, you got to do better. Make sure next time, make sure you got enough beds to accommodate all the girls that you have on the show. But you know, they didn't make a big deal about it. They seem to all get along so far, and they're all from the Midwest. So yeah, they didn't mind sharing the beds. You know, they were pretty good sports about it. So then we see in the next room, it's Rella, Erica, and Janella's baby. So Rella got this bed and Janela's took that bed. And they all pretty much get along with each other so far, so they didn't mind sharing a room together. Then you see Bahati and Daisy. So they have their room. Bahati was like, you know, she's really tired and she was gonna go and try to claim the master room, but she was just so tired. She just wanted a bed and you know, she just wanted a bed to relax and whatever. But she did say tomorrow she would be going for the master bed. She did say that. She said, tomorrow I'm going for the master bedroom, but you know, right now I'm just gonna chill because I'm tired from all that fighting. And yeah. So I love this confessional with the feathers, and I love me a corset with feathers, girl. I love me. Mm-mm. And then with the black and the blonde and the red, I love that hair, just everything. This confessional is tea. So then they do the baddie shot o'clock like they always do. Their welcome toast, you know, it's their first night in the house. They saw everybody saw the house already. Everybody likes the house, and yeah. So they do their toast, and Cupcake starts singing the chant that Daisy. I was about to say, no, I was about to say Dukes, but Daisy Dukes she came up with in the sprinter, which is, you know, bad bitches take no, sorry, wild bitches take shots, wild bitches take shots, you know. So Cupcake starts chanting that, and Natalie's like, okay, so you came up with that, and Daisy's like, yeah, I came up with that, and you know that's gonna be their new slogan, and yeah. So then Natalie goes, she says her famous line again. Anybody got something they want to get? Ooh, look at Coco's eye. Daisy got her good. Daisy got her good. Mm-mm. Wig all tore up and everything. She didn't even put her wig back on properly. But anyway, so yeah, so Natalie and her devious chin. She goes, does anybody got anything they want to get off their chest? And she's looking right at Daisy when she says this, child. So Coco, your eye was messed up all season. Jeez. So yeah, so Daisy was like, I want to fight. No, she asked Coco, you want to fight? Coco was like, yeah, I want to fight. Coco been saying she want to fight Daisy. She wanted to go another round. Keep in mind, Coco said she wanted to go another round with Daisy, and Daisy was like, sure, what's up? So they ran another fade, and of course, Daisy got that. Daisy got that. It's not that Chanel can't fight. It's just that she just can't beat Daisy. So they're fighting and everything, and yeah. Mm-mm. Oof, Lord, that's bad. That's bad. Slapped off the makeup off you and everything. Daisy literally beat the makeup off of you. But Coco actually looks better. Excuse me. Coco actually looks better without makeup and younger too. I don't know, like she just be looking trashy sometimes. The shit she wears, I don't know what made her wear. I don't know. She just be looking sloppy. Anywho, so yeah, she messed up her eye. Cupcake is just. I don't even know how Cupcake like. I don't even know how she got involved. I think she was trying to break it up or something, and the security just before they could break up Daisy and Coco's fight. Um, One of the security just picked up a Cupcake and just like threw her to the side. That was funny. That was a key to me. Cause girl, why are you trying to like jump? I don't know if she was trying to jump in or break it up. I'm pretty sure she was trying to break it up. But girl, just like, could you just keep your tail to the side like everybody else and let security do their damn job? Like, where are you going? Sit your ass down. Move your ass to the side. So yeah, so then after they fight, they try to do it again. The wild bitches take shots toast. So then um Natalie's like, are you good? And I think she was talking to Janela's baby. So Janela's baby is not good, and she says that she want to run another round again with Shay because she feels like Shay didn't get enough ass whooping. So bet they run it. So Janela's baby, it's so funny how can't really, all the girls that are initiating fights are the ones getting their ass whooped. Cause child, Shay beat up Janelis. She beat her up. Sorry to say. She beat her up. At first, it looked like they were playing patty cake, but yeah, Shay got that. Shay got that. Mm-mm. She got that. Yeah. Especially this part here. She grabbed Janella's baby by her hair and she just dragged her. And Cupcake, you starting to piss me off because you always in the way. You always in the freaking way. Like, girl, if you don't move, I think even Natalie was trying to move her out the way too. Natalie is right here. She's trying to like grab Cupcake out the way. Why? How are you always in the way when bitches are fighting? Like, can you move your ass, girl? Like, look at this. Shay's trying to grab Janelle's and pound her face in. And Cupcake, how did you get here? How did you get here, girl? Like, ugh, like, girl. And then the other girls are trying to help poor Cupcake because, like, ugh. Anyway, So that was that. They try it again, the wild bitches take shots chant. Um, yeah, so they do that. And then Natalie leaves. She goes back to wherever, I don't know, her hotel. Ming looks oh, like a lonely puppy. Oh, where are you going? Oh, where are you going, mommy? Come back. Don't go. So anyway, the girls, they're just enjoying the house. They found the confessional room. Um, that's the room where, if you pussy, you go there, you talk shit if you don't want other people to, if you have something that you're afraid to say in front of the other girls, you come in this room. Natalie said it out of her own mouth. This is the room for the pussies. And but I mean, the girls, they're just having fun. They're hyping up. They're enjoying the house. They're going to see all the rooms, see what the house has to offer, and they're just turning up in this little confessional room. So yeah, they're turning up, as I mentioned, talking their shit, all of them. So then after, everybody's in their rooms, they're just, talking, about the fights that happened earlier. Um, TT and Cupcake and Rella, they're talking about Bahati. They're talking about the fights that they had. Well, TT and Rella had with Bahati. I really don't know why TT fought Bahati. She really didn't have a reason. I feel like TT's just whack and she was just looking for camera time, but hey, it is what it is, right? The more camera time you get, the fatter your check is. Remember that. Remember that, guys. That's how Zeus works. The more camera time you get, the bigger the check. So I get it, TT. I get it. So anywho, um, then oh Lord, Rella. Bahati was in line when she said she left her autograph on your face, cause child, you look scary. Anyway, so yeah, in Janellis baby, not Janellis baby, in Jaden and Shay and Oxy's room, they're talking about they're actually, it's funny because they were talking about, Zeus is not good with their editing. They were talking about the fight with Bahati and Rella, and Zeus ends up showing a clip of Jaden and Hurricane M's fight. So yeah, this is them right here. This is what Zeus decided to show us. So yeah, and they were just talking about how, they were fighting on the concrete and whatnot, and yeah, child. Jaden was like, I wish I had waited till I got in the house to fight her instead of fighting her on the concrete. Cause yeah, you in shorts, girl. So you probably have all kind of scrapes and cuts on your legs and knees. At least Hurricane M was wearing long pants, so Anywho, so then we see the other girls, the rest of the girls, they're in Gloss Up and Emery's room, and they're just talking about, what Shay said earlier, about like her not liking the fact that the celebrity picks had an easy way in. So Gossip's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling Shay because she says she want to fight the celebrity picks. Shay never said she wanted to fight the celebrity picks. She just said she doesn't think it's fair that y'all guys had it easy. She doesn't think it's fair that the celebrity picks didn't have to audition and stand in line, and they just got to audition online. Okay? That's all she said. She never said anything about fighting. She just said, she feels some type of way that you guys got the easy way in. That's all. So, yeah, and she already got beat up for it. So, let it go. So then in the next scene we see Bahati and Daisy and Jaden, they're on the day club outside on the rooftop. And they're just sitting down talking, and Bahati goes to Jaden, you know, I felt some type of way that when those girls were like, making fun of my wig on the spurner, you were laughing at their jokes, and I feel some type of way about it because I thought we were cool. And oof, look at Daisy. Oof, Daisy got scratches on her face too, Lord. But that's from Shay though. Mm-mm. So yeah, so Bahati's just telling Jaden, I feel some type of way because you were laughing at those bitches' jokes when they were joking about me. And Jaden's like, I didn't mean any ill will from it. I just thought it was kind of funny, but like, no hard feelings. I didn't mean anything by it. And you know, they end up making up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. They end up making up and hugging it out, and yeah. Then Jaden goes on to tell Daisy, she respects Daisy for, jumping in Bahati's fights against the other girls when the girls were trying to jump her. And, she respects the fact that Daisy had Bahati's back. And Daisy's like, yeah, for sure, because, those girls were trying to like tag team her, and I wasn't with that, like they were like really beating Bahati's ass. And Bahati's like, no, I wasn't getting my ass beat. And, Daisy's like, yeah, you was, you were getting your ass whooped, you whooped Rella's ass, but them other girls, yeah, they was whooping your ass. And Bahati was like, no, she felt some type of way about that comment. So anyway, like I said, they're on the Baddies Gone Wild Day Club, and the other girls end up joining in. They go into the pool, and typical zoos, they already got the baddie shots ready for them on a tray on the pool. So yeah, so the baddies, they all come in, and they all come down to the pool. Shay's there getting naked, um skinny dipping, I guess. It is Baddies Gone Wild, right? Right. So Ming Lee looked like she was happy to see that. So a lot of the girls, it's funny because like a lot of the girls just went into the pool with their clothes on. Um, Most of them didn't even bother to change into bikinis. They just went in the pool with their clothes on. Yeah, Shay went in butt naked in her birthday suit. And I'm surprised more girls didn't go in their birthday suit. But we got Ming Lee. Ming Lee was showing titty. She was happy to see Shay's titties, and she was showing her own titties. Like, huh? Shay looked like she like that. Look at her. Okay, all right. I see you, Ming. So yeah, so then they're doing while bitches take shots, and they're just having fun. They're having fun. The girls that were in the pool at least. You got Shay there. She's there. Clapping her cheeks, shaking her titties. Bounce that ass, girl, shake them titties. So yeah, what's her name? What's her name? Janella's baby wasn't really feeling that. She wasn't feeling Shay doing all of that. And Shay and Ming Lee, they seem to hit it off. Ming Lee, she's like, yeah, Shay, she got it. She looked good and everything. She got it going on. So what happens next? They go to the hot tub away from all the other baddies. They need some time alone. So they go up to the hot tub alone, just them two, and they start making out. They have a full on makeout session, and the other baddies, they come up, to see what's going on, you know, see the little peep show. And yeah, it got really steamy between them two. I'm surprised Ming Lee didn't strip. So yeah, the other baddies, they're getting a good show, child. Like, yes. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Baddies gone wild. So then after Hurricane M and Jaden start going at it, because of the situation that happened earlier. Um yeah, Hurricane M was arguing with Jaden. basically, the whole thing, the whole reason why they fought on the sprinter, you know, yeah, your mom was, in the neighborhood calling people the N-word and blah 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 blah, and your mom is white, and then you lied and said it was your cousin, blah 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 blah, whatever, whatever. And they were like, okay, you want to fight, the other girls being messy, being instigators. And Jaden was like, I'm not gonna fight you, I'm not trying to fight you, whatever. And Hurricane was like, okay, like she was walking up to her actually, and Jaden's like, yo, leave me alone, like I'm not gonna fight you again. So Jaden ends up going and getting her swim cap, you know um because I think one of the girls told her like, go get your swim cap or whatever, just in case. So she got her swim cap, but she still says she didn't want to fight, which was weird. So Hurricane is like, look, I'm not gonna fight you if you say you don't want to fight, because I'm not trying to look like a bully. So all right, cool. So Jaden said she didn't want to fight, and then she said it is what it is, whatever, whatever. Long story short, they end up tussling. And of course, Hurricane M got that again, because poor Jaden, she's a sweet girl, but she can't really fight. She really can't fight. But I mean, like, this is pointless at this point. Y'all already fought 3 times, so I hope y'all don't fight again, because it's stupid. Y'all are fighting about a situation that happened like over a year ago. So y'all girls need to like just drop it. So yeah. Like I said, Hurricane M, she was putting BTA on Jaden. And, the other baddies, I don't know where. I think this is one of the security right here. Like, just scrap it out. And, you got the baddies basically doing the security's job, because they got to be the one breaking up fights. And M really looks like a transformer. I just think she got some big ass nostrils. But I mean, nobody looks more mannish than TT. So anyway, we have Miss Nikki Baby and Mariah Lynn clone over here. And yeah, she's basically saying that they gotta go upstairs and get ready, wash up and whatnot, because they gotta go to the club tonight. And that's exactly what they do. Oxy got a body. She got a body. Between her and Janellis, baby. But I think Oxy got the better body though. Oxy, she got that. Okay. Ming thinks Shay got a nice body. Shay got a nice body, but Oxy got the body. Okay. Oxy with the body. Okay. That's my new nickname for her. Oxy with the body. So then we see a montage of the girls just getting ready to go to the club. And yeah, oh god, fish face over here. I told you, hard face. She looked like she had a hard life with that hard face. Ciao. So yeah, so the girls, they clean up nice, they do their little makeup. You can't see no scratches on them or anything like that. Bahati looked really nice. Really, really nice. And yeah, they're out. They're on the sprinter and on their way to the club. And who's there to greet them? Natalie. Natalie, you could have at least changed. You've been wearing this dress since the sun rose. Like, you could have even the baddies changed their outfits, did their hair, look nice and everything. Natalie, you still wearing this? You've been wearing this whole day. I know oh girl, I know you must be sweaty and musty, because you didn't even change, you didn't even shower. Like, she was wearing this since she greeted Ning. So yeah, so the baddies, they arrive at the club. Shay looks very happy to be there. Coco gotta hide her eyes because Daisy done fucked it up. And yeah, they're in the club, they're turning up. Some of the baddies look really nice. I think Glossop looked really nice. Glossop and Bahati looked really nice. Rella didn't look too bad either. And Erica Raven, I really like what she had on. Very classy. Yeah. So this is Erica Raven right here, by the way. So yeah. So they're turning up, and they're just having a ball. And oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, Rella G, I kind of have the same face. I'm shocked too. I'm just as shocked as you are, but not in a good way. Because what is this? Botched body. Very, very botched. Girl. Mm-mm. And I mean, hey, at least she's proud of what she has. I gotta give her that. For her to be like so, you know, for her to just show it off like that, yeah, you must be really proud of what you have. Cause where's her? Is this her belly button, or is this what used to be her belly button? Where's your belly button, child? I would, if my stomach looked like this, I would never show it. But you know what? Kudos to you, Cupcake, cause girl, mm-mm. your your belly button is decomposed. My gosh. But yeah, so the baddies, they're having fun. They're turning up. While bitches take shots. While bitches take shots. So at the end of the night, when they come home and everything, Cupcake goes up to Daisy, and she says that she has to talk to Daisy about something privately. So they came home from the club. Everybody's eating and everything, eating their hangover food, and they go into the bathroom to talk. As I mentioned before, Cupcake and Daisy, to talk about something private. She also brings Bahati and TT in the bathroom with her because she kind of wants. Who is this? Is that a producer? Must be a producer. So yeah, so Daisy brings Bahati and TT into the bathroom with her, so they can have a private conversation. I think Janela's baby came in the bathroom with her. So you see Jaden here, right? So Jaden is kind of drunk, and Jaden is looking for Shay. She has no idea where Shay is, but she's looking for Shay, and she wants to find her. So she's like, she's trying to open the door, trying to see where Shay is. They're telling her like, we don't know where Shay is. She ain't in here. Leave us alone. So we can talk. And Daisy, she opens the door. She tells Jaden very nicely, and Jaden is being annoying, so she kind of just pushes her, and then she closes the door. So this goes on for about 2 or 3 times, and then Jaden, she just gets fed up, and she just swings on Daisy, because I guess Daisy pushed her a little too hard, so she swung on her. And girl, who told her to do that? Because Daisy came out of that room and she just started putting BTA on Jaden's ass. And we already know, poor Jaden, she already can't fight. So for her to be fighting one of the heavy hitters in the house, and they fought pretty long. I mean, Daisy, you didn't have to fight her so long. Like the girl, she's drunk. She could barely fight. You didn't have Daisy. You did not have to fight this girl so long. Mm-mm. No. Yeah, like, and where was Shay anyway? Where was Shay? I guess Shay was sleeping because she ain't even here. Because we got Coco here, Rella, Hurricane. Poor her. Poor Jaden. So yeah, TT and Cupcake had to hold her back because Daisy wasn't gonna stop. Like she was not gonna stop. So yeah, so the next morning now, they wake up. Um, what's her name? Not Cupcake, Daisy and Bahati. So they wake up, and Daisy's like, "Look, I did not sleep comfortably on this bed last night, so I'm going to the master bedroom and I'm taking over. Like that's gonna be my new room now." And as I mentioned before, Bahati already said from the night before that, you know, I'm a chill. I'm a, take this bed, because I'm too tired and, whatever. But the master bedroom is really supposed to be mine, and I will go and get it tomorrow morning. I'm coming for that room. So with her saying that the night before, and Daisy saying, I didn't sleep good on this bed last night. I'm gonna get my room. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna get my room right now. That's what she's telling Bahati. So they go and they take their name tags off their room door, and they're doing just that. They're going for that master bedroom. So here they are. Here they are again. This is TT and Cupcake's room. So they come in the room, they burst in the door like, yeah, this is our room now, we taking over. So they come in the room, Cupcake is like, I'm sleeping here tonight. I'm sleeping here. This is my new bed. It is what it is. And TT and Cupcake, they're like, no, that's not happening, and they're like, yeah, like, you know, Dizzy said, I'm sleeping in this bed, TT. And Bahati's like, I'm sleeping in your bed, Cupcake. And Cupcake is like, no, that ain't happening. So, um, you know, Daisy was trying to be a little calm about it. She was trying to be a little polite about it, but Bahati didn't waste no time. She get to swinging on Cupcake, and if you don't know, Bahati and Cupcake are right here in this corner. So you see Bahati swinging on Cupcake. So yeah, Bahati didn't waste no time. She immediately put belt to ass on Cupcake when Cupcake said she wasn't sharing her room. So yeah, child, that's what happened. They get to tussling. I think this was Shay. Yeah, I think Shay was trying to like Shay and Jaden, I think. I think they were trying to like break it up. But yeah, it was yeah. hmm It got heated quick. So yeah, so they're just trying to like get Bahati off Cupcake because Bahati was just beating her ass. She was just beating her like, Cupcake girl, you big for nothing because you can't fight for shit. So Bahati calmed down for a little bit, but she just kept going. She got up and she just kept going, uh, literally dragging Cupcake on the floor, just pelting licks in her. Poor Cupcake. She looked like a cockroach when you flip it upside down, and you just see the legs kicking up in the air. Yeah, that's what Cupcake looked like. Poor thing. I've fallen and I can't get up. She was on the floor for a long time. Like she was on the like. Did you even try to get up? Like she's just there with her legs kicking in the air, like a baby. It was crazy. Oh my gosh. And the girls are just there. Even TT, you took too long to jump in and save your roommate. You took too long, child. You took too long. Like Bahati got time to get she got time to get some good hits in. Like seriously. Mm-mm. So anywho, um yeah, yeah, they just kept anyway. Um they got separated, Bahati and Cupcake, they got separated. And Cupcake is just, letting the girls know, letting TT and Cupcake know, Daisy, she's letting Cupcake know that, this is all me. Like, this my room. Like, this is my shit now. Like, this is all me. I'm up in here. Like, it is what it is. And she removed, actually I think Bahati did this. Bahati removed their names on the door. And Cupcake goes back, she puts her name back on the door. But they made it very clear they weren't leaving. Um, Bahati's on the bed. Cupcake is like, get off my bed. And Bahati's like, no, this is my bed now. And Cupcake, she goes, charges Bahati again. I don't know why she did that because Bahati just beat her ass all over again. So, they went at it. Bahati starts beating Cupcake again. She was really giving it to her, man. She was pelting licks. TT was like, TT's been a good referee so far, man. I think the only fight she had so far was Bahati, but other than that, TT's been playing referee, child. So they go at it again. Bahati, Cupcake. It was. Ugh. This was the money shot. Look at Bahati's face. Bahati is crazy. She wasn't lying when she says she's a raging bitch. She was not lying. She knee and Cupcake all in her face. Oof. Child, I'm surprised Cupcake didn't have a black eye after that. It was, yeah, just just madness. Poor TT don't look like she don't know what to do. Like now we see the security coming in. One security. Like Zeus, this is really like Bad Girls Club for real. Because if this was Baddies, child, there would have been like four security up in that room trying to break up these two girls fighting. Instead, you have these girls fighting for like a whole half an hour before we see the security, one security, may I add, come in to break them up. And it's crazy. But yeah, so then they stop fighting. They remove Bahati up from Cupcake. Poor Cupcake. She's just on the floor, child, looking like a hot mess. The other girls, they come in the room to see what's going on, to see, the melee. So we got Glossop, we got Janellis baby, and what's her name? Bahati and Cupcake, they go for a third round. And is Cupcake, she's just asking for at this point because she keep trying to charge at Bahati, and girl, you are no match for Bahati. You cannot fight her. Like this is the third time now in this room that they are going at it, and child, give it up. You can't beat Bahati. You can't beat her. You cannot beat her. You keep trying to initiate fights with this girl and you cannot beat her. So anywho, um after that, uh poor TT. Referee TT. Yeah. So then after that, Cupcake again. She ain't on the floor, she on the bed. But yeah, so after that, Janella's baby is, looking at Daisy and she's like, did y'all plan this? Like, did you and Bahati plan this to just come over and take over this room this morning? And Cupcake is like, I ain't plan shit. I don't need to plan shit. Like, look, it is what it is, okay? I didn't have a good sleep last night, so I'm coming in to take this room. If she want to follow me or whatever, or she want to come and help me take over the room, that's her business. But, I decided I'm coming to take over the room. And some of the girls felt like Bahati was just following Cupcake and was trying to, not Cupcake. Some of the girls thought that Bahati was just trying to follow Daisy and was just trying to take over the room just because Daisy was trying to take over the room. But, it really wasn't that. Like we mentioned before, Bahati did say from the night before she was coming for that master bedroom. But these girls don't know that. So then Daisy looks at TT. I finally, for once, I didn't call her Cupcake. So Daisy looks at TT and she's like, look, this is my bed. I'm taking over your bed. I'm sleeping in this bed. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm sleeping in this room on your bed. And TT's like, the fuck you're not. You're not sleeping on my bed. You are not sleeping on my bed. I'm sorry. We could like, we could run a fade for it, but you're not sleeping on my bed, child. It is what it is. I said what I said. So, Daisy is like, no, I'm sleeping on this bed. And TT's like, no, you're not. And she's really trying to like, come onto the bed. She's trying to maneuver her way onto the bed. And TT's like, girl, you are not coming on this bed. I will run a fade for you over this bed if I have to, because ain't no fucking way. And then what happens? They end up running a fade over the bed. Okay. What's her name? Daisy. I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. But yeah, Daisy was like, you know what? Since you ain't gonna let me sleep on this bed, I'm gonna fight you for it. And she threw the first punch on TT. And that is how the episode ends, child. That is how the episode ends. So y'all let me know how you feel about this episode. Um, it really reminded me of like Bad Boys, like when Jonathan, I don't know if y'all saw Bad Boys Los Angeles, when Jonathan, she came in like halfway through the season, and he basically just came into Milan's room and was like, yeah, this my room. He just came, saw Milan's room, saw how nice it was, and said, "Yeah, this is my. I'm taking over this room. This is my room. So Milan, you can sleep on the bed with me if you want, but I'm sleeping in this room tonight. I'm making it known right now. This is my room. This is my room. This is my room." So yeah, it just reminded me of that. So yeah, child. This is where the episode ends. Like I mentioned before, let me know how you feel in the comments below. Do you think that Daisy was trying to be a bully for taking over their room? Daisy and Bahati, do you think they were being bullies by trying to take over TT and Cupcake's room? Do you think that the girls should continue fighting and having beef with Shay because of what she said on the sprinter, or should they just let it go? Because I mean, she already got beat up for it, for what she said by uh Daisy, and she already fought Janella's baby. So do you think that they should just drop it and let it go? Because she really does not want to fight. She's really just there to have a good time, but she'll run a fade if she has to. Like, she'll get in the paint, she don't care. And as we can see, Shay can fight. She wasn't able to beat up Daisy, but she's not a Jaden, that's for sure. And speaking of Jaden, what do you think about Hurricane M and Jaden's beef? Do you think that it's silly and they should just drop it at this point, especially since it's been over a year, since they had their little issue? Or what do you think? I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps with the algorithm and stuff like that. It helps my channel for sure. So yeah, let me know how you feel in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.